I'm saying? I'm just out here doing my thing.
I see, man. Take a lot of guts to do what you do.
Hey,
I couldn't do it.
Hey,
so how long you been doing comedy?
About 3 weeks.
But I'm a natural, ain't I? Shoot.
So what kind of comedy you plan on doing?
The funny kind, man. What else?
Don't encourage her.
Hey, anybody going after their dreams, I'm gonna encourage them.
Don't.
Man, why is she hating? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a 5-tool threat. Acting, comedy, improv, you know what I'm saying? Brand management, everything.
That's 4 tools, B. You need 5. I mean, you could claim writing, but aren't improv and comedy like the same thing? I feel
Really?
like...
You showing ignorance in that statement, DJ.
Yeah, dude, even I know there's a difference.
And either way, it's gonna be terrible.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be supportive of my friend, okay?
I appreciate that. Yo, check this out. I've been working on this one for a minute. Hey, what's the deal with gifts? How you pronounce them things anyway? Looks like a G, sometimes sounds like a J. They totally different.
Now I see why Hannah said it was gonna be terrible.
What, you...
That was trash,
Whose
B.
side you
You're
on?
better than that.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's training wheels, my G. I'm just
You're
getting
embarrassing
started.
me in front of company.
That was the scrimmage, man. That was just the rehearsal. I wasn't ready. This ain't opening night.
Well, looky here. Isn't it the new prom king in town?
Carl Anthony Towns. What's up, man? I heard about you.
Man, I heard about you, too.
Yeah, man. You got any advice for a youngin' in the league?
Just don't go in the paint. I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there?
Don't worry about it.
All right, well, I'm coming for you, bro.
You coming? All right.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Bet. Make sure you recognize.
I'm gonna meet you down there, bruh.
I'll see you there.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. And now, go Los Angeles Lakers, starting lineup. At point guard, standing 6'5", number 6, Jordan Clarkson. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 30, Julius Randle. Standing 6'6", number 2. At center, standing 7'8", number 11. Brooke Lopez. At the number 4 position, standing 6'10", number 19. Oscar Arnold.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it, but one of them has got to win tonight.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
You know, watching Towns play, you always hope to catch him on a night where he's in attack mode, being aggressive. He's, I think, most dangerous when he's aggressive on offense and attacking the basket. At times, he can settle for the perimeter shot a little much, but he's got so much to offer in his offensive game that I just like watching him play, period.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Suns.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Yeah, and from the start, Greg, you could tell they were ready to go. Loved how fearless they were, confident, aggressive, attack mode. They don't care where the games are played. They're ready to get it done.
Left side, Butler. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now, fresh from a win against Portland.
And you know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. That one is on Towns. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. For a young player, Clark, it's adjusting to the speed of the NBA and the length of the schedule. So how do you power through that rookie wall? How do you survive that?
Well, there's no magic formula, Kevin. You just have to stay the course because it comes in different times for different players. For me, it was after about 60 games. I was a starter playing 34, 35 minutes a game. So it was a combination of fatigue and just getting used to 2.5 times more games than I had ever played in my career. So you fight through it, stay with your habits, stay with your preparation, and eventually you find your legs.
Here's Ball. Following the score by Taj Gibson. 6 to shoot. Hall. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And the recent news with DJ is that he has signed a deal to be a spokesman for Mountain Dew. Not surprising that companies would want to be a part of DJ's world.
Yeah, and first of all, you can't talk about Mountain Dew without giving a shout-out to Caron Butler, Tough Juice. DJ has earned every sponsorship he gets with how he's carried himself, and most companies would be thrilled to get involved with him.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And Lopez pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
That gives them the lead. And that's now 7 points for the bodyguard.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Clarkson against Butler. The pass to Wiggins. Towns the screen. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper. First bucket of the day.
The defense just gave him that one, and you talk about starting on a high note. Didn't seem to respect his mid-range J there.
The shot's good from Hall. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team. They bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. You're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. And the basket is good.
Good defense, lots of pressure there, but Towns adept at scoring with the hand in his face.
Pass to Randall. Here's the bodyguard. Teague covering. Here's Hall. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And, you know, as good as Towns is from outside, I mean, that play is why he shoots for a high percentage.
Clarkson kicks the ball. Over in the corner, Randall. Here's Hall. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Teague on the double team. Randall kicks to Clarkson. Passes it to Hall. Launches a 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Teague dishes to Wiggins. Jang a screen. Butler against Lopez. Butler on the wing. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
That was an elementary call for them to make there. I mean, once he knocked him off balance from behind, that was a no-brainer.
Jang a screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Clarkson against Butler. Clarkson passes to Hall. They double him with Wiggins. Pass to Hall. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
Now here's Teague. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kicks to Butler. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. Wells is checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Teague. Offensive rebound, and Lopez gets it to go.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Wiggins following the basket by Brook Lopez. They need this. That doesn't go either for Butler. And Coach Walton has said when you build from within, you control your own destiny. What do you think, Clark? Should they build slowly but surely or look to land the big free agent?
Well, I think you do a combination of the two, but slow and steady usually wins the race. I know in this day and age we want everything microwave, but one of the questions for the Lakers is how many of these young guys have real star potential? Who are those guys you can build around? And if you don't see it, the temptation grows stronger to go out and try to find that ready-made star.
Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers leading by 15. Ball kicks to Wells. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You look at the bodyguard. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Larry Nance has checked in for Los Angeles. Minnesota also making some changes. Bielitsa comes in for Taj Gibson, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Wiggins.
And, you know, Gorgui Dieng is a big man who can play both.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Ball and Clarkson team up together in the backcourt. Bodyguard is out there with Dang, and it's Nance in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. And Jang, a solid challenger at the rim with his shot blocking. Clark, he doesn't mind having a secondary role on a team as long as they are winning.
Yeah, you know what? He's really comfortable in his own skin and what his role is. He's got great awareness of how to help his team. Never tries to do too much on the offensive end, and he's really good at playing with any other type of big guy that the Wolves put on the floor.
Ball dishes to Nance, and he gets it to go. Nance has got 6 points.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Teague the pass to Muhammad. And it's off from three-point range.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Lopez, he's checked in for Luol Deng. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. They set the pick. Wiggins outside. Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. I just love what Muhammad can do, Clark, for a team coming off the bench. Always looks to attack the basket, and when he is locked in, can function as one of the better 6 men in the league.
Yeah, you know, for some guys, Kevin, being a rotational player off the bench is a hand-in-glove fit. And I think Muhammad falls into that category. I mean, you can give him a start if you needed to. He's not the best defender, but you love what he brings on offense, particularly if he's coming off the bench.
Ball with a wide-open look. No good from outside. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Teague with the ball, now guarded by Ball. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Gibson dishes to Teague. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Randall passes to Hall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in his game. I mean, he can be too passive and... wow! Are you... Oh, my goodness.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Outside Teague. The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The bodyguard in that last game against the Trailblazers was all business. He finished with 39 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
It's stolen by Randall. Here's Hall. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Teague with the ball, now guarded by Ball. Dishes it to Gibson. Out left to the wing. Teague inside the line. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And ball comes to help. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Hall. The Bodyguards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lopez outside. Goes back up, and it's Ball in the corner. Good on the triple. Ball's got 6.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And Muhammad has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Wiggins kicks to Muhammad. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good off the back of the rim. Lakers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 number-1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
Ball dishes to Lopez. Lets it go from deep. Ball with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Teague the pass to Wiggins. To the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Julius Randle picks one up. Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement, being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
And both free throws good from Gibson. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key. Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
There's the screen. Wells. And that one goes long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Zhang, a screen. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That's tipped.
Hey, I tell you what, Wells knows he has to be better on defense, and blocks like this prove he's taking it seriously.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. You know, one of the undervalued parts of rebuilding is finding talented players of high character. That's one more thing I like about Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's unselfish, a good teammate, and he accepts input from his coaches.
And Ingram very quiet, very reserved, but Clark, he embraced the go-to role in his freshman season at Duke.
Yeah, and with his work ethic, the sky's the limit for this young man. He's humble, but very confident in himself.
And Bielitsa kicks to Butler. Sinks the triple.
Really good to see Butler knocking down the three ball, Kevin. I mean, a part of his game he must continue to improve on.
They set the pick. The pass to Hall. 1:12 left in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Gibson the screen. Here's Bielitsa. He's covered by Hall. Gibson the screen. The 8-footer. Here's Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Minnesota's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Got that one up quick. Lopez has got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Fires from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
Hey, Kevin, fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
You know, if they do, then
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. Look at the bodyguard in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Ball. Feeds it to Randall. There's the dish to Ball. Launches a 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there, Kevin. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
The shot's good from Hall.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to Butler. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
They set the pick. Passes it to Hall. The Lakers working the ball around now. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Butler in the corner. Puts up a 3. Rebound the Lakers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ball kicks to Randall. Pass to Hall. And he banks in the air. The bodyguard's got 35.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Wiggins outside. Butler at the elbow. Shoots over Clarkson. Butler can't get that one to fall.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Stolen by Ball. Here's Hall. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Cash money at the stripe. ATM not wasting any of those chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Towns. The free throw off from Hall. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those three guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
And Butler emerging as a leader both on and off the floor, a player who plays with great passion and goes all out for his team all the time.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nance has checked in, so he gets them both. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice work there coming off the screen. Randall's got 6.
And the body control of Randall. Nice natural balance coming off the screen. Did a good job maintaining his poise.
Buries the long-range jumper. And that's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
The pass to Hall. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Randall no good.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. And for the Lakers, a big boost to their franchise fortunes this summer. They not only stay in the top 3, but move up a spot and able to draft hometown kid Lonzo Ball.
And, you know, the Lakers drafting second in the lottery for the 3rd straight year, Kevin. You got to cash in on those picks eventually. And Ball, I think, has the chance to be really an outstanding player. Maybe the best of all their young players, although Brandon Ingram, I think, has a tremendous ceiling. The comparisons to Jason Kidd with Ball, I understand those, and don't disagree with him, he can potentially be the kind of franchise point guard you build around.
To the inside, and it's Wiggins missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Butler, banked in off the glass. Butler's got 8 here in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Nance outside, passes it to Hall, and stolen by Wiggins. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. The Lakers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Pass to Hall. Lopez kicks to Ball. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And Wiggins throws it down.
Scoring barrage from Wiggins. Aggressive, focus. No one's been able to hold him down all night.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And there's the feed to Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez, a screen on Towns. Wells, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Wells has got 12 in the game.
And you don't want to give Wells space off the screen. That's when he hits you with that deadly jumper.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Ball. Wiggins from outside. Rebound the Lakers. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball, the pass to Hall. Ball dishes to Ingram. He kicks it to Lopez. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
Here's Lopez. Here's Ingram. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Butler, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and that one misses. Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. Strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level. Lopez gives you a lot and doesn't need a lot, so it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers core.
Outside, Jones, and Gibson kicks to Butler. Pass to Muhammad from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And 12 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
Yeah, I think this is an area where Muhammad can improve, quite honestly, Kevin. An increase in range, I think, would help set the rest of his game up nicely.
And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
One shot, then when we make a miss, run and run through so we get some spacing. Make the game easy.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And here's Jones. All out there with Wells. Then it's Ingram. Then it's the bodyguard. And it's Randall in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Aldridge kicks to Butler. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ball, the pass to Hall, and stolen by Butler. Outside, Jones. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Jones. Jones has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Towns has gone a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Here's Ball. Ball of a pick from Hall. Towns comes with a double team and stolen by Butler. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And I love watching Jimmy Butler play. This guy is just fun to watch. I mean, he's a tremendous dunker, strong physical body, and he knows how to throw it down.
Here's Ball, and he makes good on the layup.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Kicks it to Towns. Outside Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Lakers passing it around. The pass to Hall. Feeds to Wells. Wells gets a screen from Hall. 5 on the clock. Wells kicks to Ingram. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Towns, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money. There's no doubt.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
In the corner, it's Aldridge. Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dishes it to Wells. Towns comes with a double team. Hall passes to Ingram. It's stolen. Here we go, all alone. Here's George's Hunt. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yes, he did. Having a big who can locate the open man the way Towns does puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Ball dishes to Randall. Shoots over Aldridge. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And that's now 10 points for Julius Randle.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And Julius Randle, the 7th overall pick out of Kentucky back in 2014, missed pretty much his entire rookie season with the leg fracture. He's coming on strong now.
Boy, he's been impressive in that regard, and starting to become comfortable jumping off that right leg, which was the injured leg. Much more confidence in his body. He plays with a great level of intensity and energy, which I love. And I think because of that, he's got a chance to be a really impactful player.
Clock is at 3. Stolen by Ball. Now here's Wells, defended by Butler.
And Wells is tenacious on the drive, amazing at finishing with strength and power.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th, a tremendous offensive outburst. Jones with it, now guarded by Ball. Jones kicks to Towns. He dishes it to Jang. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, and he knows how to utilize that size. He takes advantage of it. And that's why he's able to take his time on these shots, because he knows he has that extra height advantage.
Timberwolves have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And the basket by Jones.
And I like the decisions Butler makes with the ball. He's a solid passer and really has a nice feel for how to get his teammates open and clean looks.
Wiggins from outside. Another shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Minnesota. Randall kicks to Lopez. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. You got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
It's stolen. Here's Ball. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Man, I like Ball's energy going to the rack. I mean, he's showing no fear because he knows he's going to get hit, and he drives inside anyway.
Harry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing.
This game needs to be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing. I mean, being here no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Another triple-double tonight. So is this something you're planning to do all season?
Hey, DA, you can pencil me in for a triple-double for as many games as we have left in the season. And I'm going to tell you why you can't sharpen me in. Because some of those might actually end up being quadruple doubles. And some of those...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Oh, there he is. DJ Buckets, boy. I see you out there. Ah, you killing it, man.
Thanks,
you
man.
killing it.